Hi guys, so today we're reading the last artist of this book, Singer Sargent. So he's an Italian artist, and so this is a portrait of him here, and this is how his three names are spelled. So let's start reading about him. Born in January 12, 1856 in Florence, died in April 15, 1925 in London. John had 4 siblings. He traveled throughout his whole life, visiting many parts of Europe and America. However, it was only in Paris and London that he lived for a longer period of time. That's interesting. That's why he maybe died in London. Singer Sargent. Singer Sargent grew up quite differently from most of us. He was an American, but for health reasons, his parents lived in Europe, where they would move from one place to another every couple of months. John was born in Florence, Italy, and he had hardly ever went to a proper school. Sargent was actually taught by his father, Fitzwilliam Sargent, who was an eye doctor. With his father's help, John learned to speak German, Italian, and French. Wow, that's a lot of languages. But the young student often disliked his studies. Fitzwilliam once commented about his son, Johnny particularly is much more fond of climbing and kite flying than he is of spelling. And in truth, I like him all the better for it. Sargent loved to paint more than anything else. And because of the constant traveling here and there, he had very few friends. And he spent a lot of time on drawing. Through his family, John also got to know many different painters. John's parents detected his special talent and moved to Paris in 1874 with a view to providing him with sound training. Most of his important teacher was Carlos Duran, one of the most successful portrait painters of his time. John himself went on to become an even more successful portrait artist, the most popular in all of Europe. Wow. Actually, Singer Sargent was not really a proper impressionist. He never even exhibited his work with other impressionists artists. Sargent was one of many painters who used Impressionism, freer, more informal painting, no longer considered radical or new. It was now accepted as normal by artists around the world. Singer Sargent, the daughters of Edouard Darlibois, 1882, Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. Singer Sargent was inspired by the famous painting Las Meninas, which was made by Spanish artist Diego Velázquez, 1599 till 1660. Velázquez was also a role model for the Impressionists who admired the older artists' rough but beautiful brushwork. So this is the picture it talks you about. It's pretty good. I do like it. It's pretty cool. So this was the end of this book. So the next book we're going to read is named This is New York. I've got it inside of me here. In April, my family and I were supposed to travel to New York to see that beautiful big city. But unfortunately, because of the coronavirus, we cancelled it. So I want to read this book because I want to see how it looks like or how it feels like to be there. Hope you enjoyed this book. See you soon. Bye.